Hello, this is Tom.
So today on Recognize Your Level of Crazy, what does that say back there?
Help! I'm on a federal prison island and the boat just left. Well, fortunately they come every 30 minutes, so we're okay.
So guys, today we're doing a video on recognize and manage your level of crazy when dealing with imprisonment, lockdown, restriction, and confinement
Of any type.
of any type. And where's the best place to do that? Alcatraz. Ta-da! So give them a panoramic view here real quick.
I did. There's a sign. It says Alcatraz Island over there, you know.
The Indian.
Yeah, there's a little, we're going to find out more about this, but Indians have claim or lay claim to this island as well, and they're going to tell us about that story. They occupied it for months, so I'm not sure what that is all about.
So today's video is basically about how do we free ourselves from the feeling of imprisonment. So just to start and, get into this conversation, many times we can feel imprisonment on many different levels, right? We can feel imprisoned in a relationship. We can feel imprisoned on a real prison, in a real prison.
Right, physical.
We can feel physically. We can feel imprisoned in a job, in a situation.
Emotionally imprisoned.
All of it, right?
Yeah, some people might not be or have been hurt from past relationships, so they might not want to go into a new relationship because they're emotionally imprisoned in that situation.
So what's an EQ tool, Esther and Tom? What's an EQ tool to free ourselves from that imprisonment?
Is it coming to Alcatraz Island to get over it?
It could be.
To see it?
It could be. I know for me, it was for a very long time I wanted to come here, and we were here, and so it's a moment of freedom. But we're talking about when people really feel that they're imprisoned on many different levels, mentally, emotionally, physically, right?
So what's the EQ tool?
So what's the EQ tool, guys? Well, you have two options. The first one is being able to go through the process of acceptance. Acceptance that you are in the situation, and there's always lessons, right? Because we always go back to spirituality. There's always that feeling and reminder of life's purpose, of life's meaning. Why are we here? And as Viktor Frankl says, when he found, Viktor Frankl was a gentleman who was captured by the Nazis and was tortured. And he wrote a book.
He was imprisoned in concentration camps.
And he wrote a book. And he said that the only way that he found freedom from that torturous experience is through finding life's meaning life's purpose, his purpose for being in that situation.
And
whatever the lessons were.
He said in that finding that meaning, you can overcome almost all kinds of human suffering and challenges.
Kind of like the suffering that I go through being in relationship with Tom. So
it's my job.
He knew I was going to say that. It was practiced. It was much funnier before. I don't know why it didn't come out very funny, but it's still funny. It's still funny. All right. But anyway.
It's my job. It's, as we say, her tikkun.
My tikkun, which means
I'm doing a good
karmic
job
debt.
of it.
Karmic
yes,
debt.
I'm doing a good job.
Anyway, so acceptance, guys. Acceptance, which helps us understand that everything has its purpose. Everything has its...
Is it just acceptance? What's the next step? Acceptance, and then, how do you overcome and break through the restrictions we've created for ourselves, the walls we built up?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
See what I mean?
Otherwise, this will take the rest of the day, and we might as well have a tour. Let's go to it.
I'm going to go lock myself up in one of these cages right here. So, peace, everybody.
Come on, let's go on with this.
Anyway, acceptance, knowing that you're there for a reason. And number two, adapting. Adaptation is a very important piece, because then you can start to adapt to your environment, you can start to adapt to your situation, and you can make different decisions based on your situation. So for today, I think the best two EQ tools are acceptance and adaptation.
Can I go one step further? So we accept, you can adapt, but now how do you break through? So I'd say reach, stretch. I'm not comfortable in social situations, start to find times to go out and maybe meet some new people if that's one of your own restrictions, you know. If it's another type of restriction, just find a way to maybe take a step into that challenge that you have and try to break through it. This is what I think life gives us, is the opportunity to choose and have free will to make those changes.
Exactly.
So on that note?
So on that, guys, we're gonna go check out the tour. I'm gonna lock up Tom in one of these little cells so I can get a little break. And with that,
when we know better, we do better. And what you resist persists, and we learn by doing.
and when you know and understand yourself, the world will know and understand you too. And remember, what's the best that can happen? All right, guys.
Yes, thank God this video's over.